party today, and my next guest, man, is she got some great ideas for you guys. She is the star of the award-winning show A Chef's Life on PBS. I am a huge fan. She is now adding cookbook author to her resume. This is an epic work of art. I love it. Let's meet her. Check it out.
I'm Vivian, and I'm a chef. My husband Ben and I were working for some of the best chefs in New York City when my parents offered to help us open our own restaurant. Of course, there was a catch. We had to open this restaurant in eastern North Carolina, where I grew up, and said I would never return.
Please welcome from A Chef's Life, Chef Vivian Howard. Goosebumps. Like, you are such a wonderful chef. You're such a wonderful chef, and I have to say, I've written 22 books in my life, and I've rarely seen a work of art like this. It is stunning.
Thank you.
Stunning. It is so beautiful. And what I love best about this book is the storytelling. It's such a vivid work. It really is beautiful.
Thank you.
How long did the process take you?
About 2 years. Now we're going on 3.
Wow, yeah.
So,
well, it shows. It shows all the love you put in it. So explain to people, if they haven't seen the show, what your food philosophy is.
You know, my food philosophy, my philosophy in life has always been to just, like, do my best to make people happy.
Yeah.
I'm a pleaser, so I like to make food that's familiar, but just a little bit different, and
put your spin on it,
right? And surprising
accessible
for folks.
to people.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, what isn't accessible about a milkshake or a fountain drink?
Yeah, and right? A float. I mean,
and a float
with bourbon in it. So.
Yes. Okay, let's start. Let's get the party going.
So my book is organized by ingredients. So every chapter is an ingredient, and one of the chapters are peanuts. And this float is kind of a take on a farm snack from eastern North Carolina, where people would take their Pepsis and dump a sleeve of salt-roasted peanuts in the Pepsi and drink it like that. So it's salty and sweet.
Yum.
And people did it when they were working in the tobacco fields, because tobacco is very gummy,
right.
And their hands would be really messy, so they wouldn't have to use their hands. So this is my take on it. So I make a peanut ice cream, and the ice cream is infused with the flavors of peanuts, and then there's peanuts folded in, so it's kind of salty and sweet in itself. And
I'm drooling.
And then we, well, we're going to have some, I think. So, and then we pour Pepsi on top. Pepsi's from eastern North Carolina, so that's
I did not know the origin of Pepsi.
It was born in New Bern, North Carolina.
Wow.
But you could use Coke or any cola, I guess. And then, so we pour the Pepsi on top, and it's going to fizz up. I grew up eating a lot of floats.
I was a fountain girl at Howard Johnson's, and that was my job, to make the ice cream floats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then for adults, I like to put some bourbon on top. We've got Jefferson's bourbon here.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Twist my arm.
And we're having this at the beginning of my segment so that I can calm down.
Yeah, that'll make you nice and calm for the next 7 minutes. Cheers.
Cheers.
Are you guys in on A Chef's Life? Was it 4?
The 4th season's
That's
airing
amazing.
right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. So the next thing that we're making is a cheese ball.
Obsessed with cheese balls.
Yeah, you know, I've done a lot in my career to try to be taken seriously as a chef,
right.
And so a cheese ball is not really something that's helping me toward that finish line. But
I think you're doing all right. The Peabody Award, first time since Julia Child. A Beard Award.
You know, the truth is, at a party, you know, you can have all kinds of hors d'oeuvres out, but people congregate around a cheese ball, and it's the first thing gone, so haters are going to hate, but...
Get over it.
Yes.
Get over it. Don't look. Close your eyes.
So this one has blue cheese, and I'm a big fan of blue cheese, but a lot of people don't like it, so I choose to cut it with some goat cheese here, fresh goat cheese.
But that's nice. It gives it a nice tang and depth of flavor, too. Yeah.
And then cream cheese cheese.
A little cream cheese.
Cream cheese is generally an ingredient in a cheese ball because it's so spreadable. And then I love, every cheese ball I ever make, I put butter in.
Well, everything's better with butter and bacon.
So
and bourbon.
So we're just gonna, and everything needs to be room temperature when you do this, so that you can
it blends more
process it. So I love this salty, sweet thing, as you can see over here, and I'm doing the same thing here with these chopped dates.
Yum.
Dates are going to add some sweetness to the cheese ball, and then I like the background flavor of onions, so I've got some scallions that we're going to put in there.
Yeah, green onion and blue cheese, those are two things that just marry so beautifully. They love each other.
They do.
They do.
And you know, I like to, whenever I'm talking about cheese balls, which I seem to be doing a lot.
I do too. I'm obsessed. We did a whole week of them on the show once. Like
really?
all the culinary team and myself, we all came up with all our different cheese balls.
I like to tell people, you know, you can tailor it to be whatever you want it to be.
Exactly.
You know? Just have those basic.
There are no rules.
There are no rules. It just needs to stick together at some point.
That's right. And hot sauce, baby, you gotta get it hot.
Yeah, we gotta have some background heat.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna process it
up.
Blend it up.
We have one here. You want to just show them how we roll it so we don't run out of time?
So what we've got here is some salt and butter roasted pecans.
Yum.
And that's also a chapter in the book. And because I wrote a chapter on it, I know that they're called pecans and not pecans.
There you go, pecans.
And then you just want to roll the cheese ball around in the pecans. And, you know, if you don't want to do pecans, you could also roll it around in bacon or both.
Or bacon and pecans.
Yeah.
Bacon and pecans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
we
then
just decided.
We put something green on top because it makes it pretty.
Makes it look like it's healthier. Now what?
So this is one of my favorite things from late summer, and I try to be a champion for underappreciated vegetables.
Absolutely.
So
we want
okra,
Mr. Okra to feel better.
I know. I feel so sorry for him all the time. So okra has this reputation of being slimy, but I make these oven okra fries.
Yum.
That, because of the seeds, they become really crispy. So what we do is we take the okra and split it in half if it's a small okra, or cut it into quarters if it's a large okra. So I've got these in quarters. We're just going to toss them with some olive oil. Or what do you, EVO?
A little EVO. There you go, baby.
I've been watching you for years.
Little salt and pepper.
And I've got some coriander. I love ground coriander, but you could do anything you want. Cumin. And then this is the really important thing about this recipe is, you see I have 2 sheet pans here.
Don't crowd.
Don't crowd. If you want something to get crispy, you have to spread it out. It has to have room to breathe because vegetables that are on top of each other are steaming. They're not roasting. So you want to spread it out and make sure that there's some space in between all the
So they get nice and crispy.
Exactly. So we just put these in the oven.
Pop these guys in and take some out. Hey, I heard that you're going on the road with a food truck. What are you doing?
I am. So I'm going, my book tour is going to be on a food truck. And so
that's so cool.
We're going to more than 30 places.
And going to 30 different places in a food truck. That is so crazy.
I've lost my mind.
Are you going to take your children so you at least see your family?
Yeah, they're coming for part of it. And so I'm excited. I think it'll be definitely...
Look at that beautiful family. Can we put the cities you're going to and the dates up on our site so people can come out and meet you?
I would love that. You
know, she's so generous. Please look for her. Go out and meet her. She's really lovely because she brought everybody here a copy of Deep Run. It's so beautiful. A Chef's Life airs on PBS. You guys have to check your local listings and make sure to get your copy of Deep Run Roots. It's out today. I'm so proud of you. So excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Grab a snack, 'cause she must have made you hungry.